The Mother of Dragons hasn't been the same since she conquered Westeros. Ever since Emilia Clarke wrapped up her role as Daenerys Targaryen on HBO's hit series Game of Thrones, she has spoken out about some of the tougher moments she faced both on and off screen. Throughout her incredibly challenging decade-long role, the actress survived plenty of harrowing times, no matter how much fame and acclaim she racked up. In the time since Game of Thrones came to a fiery conclusion, Emilia Clarke has been extraordinarily forthcoming about some of the biggest struggles she dealt with during filming. In short, it's not hard to understand why she hasn't fully recovered from Game of Thrones. As a fresh-faced star on a huge HBO show, Emilia Clarke seemed destined for stardom thanks to her performance as Daenerys. However, it wasn't until the spring of 2019 that fans realized just how much personal comfort she'd truly sacrificed for the role. In a New Yorker piece that ran in March of that year, Clarke admitted that she suffered 2 debilitating brain injuries while filming the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, both of which could have ended her career and life. After experiencing a serious brain aneurysm right after she wrapped filming on the show's freshman season, Clarke thankfully recovered but was left frightened, depressed, and anxious about whether or not she would be able to continue working. The actress suffered from aphasia, a condition that renders one unable to speak correctly in the aftermath of the first aneurysm. During the show's second season, she suffered from serious anxiety and collapsed once, then endured yet another aneurysm after the third season of Thrones Wrapped. At that time, Clarke was also preparing for her Broadway debut in Breakfast at Tiffany's. Clarke's co-stars, including Khal Drogo actor Jason Momoa, were incredibly supportive of her speaking out about what she'd been through, but the experience was terrifying for the young actress. In the same article, Clarke revealed that she sank to a dark place after her second aneurysm. All hope receded. I felt like a shell of myself, so much so that I now have a hard time remembering those dark days in much detail. My mind has blocked them out, but I do remember being convinced that I wasn't going to live. Beyond her frightening off-screen medical struggles, Emilia Clarke also endured plenty of hardships on the set of Game of Thrones. As the star of the show that was routinely called out for unnecessary nudity, Clarke was unsurprisingly asked to perform a number of nude scenes. She was often uncomfortable on set and unsure if she could say no until later seasons, once she gained more clout and recognition. In November 2019, she admitted that some of her nude scenes were difficult to handle, particularly because she felt both powerless and pressured as a young performer on the cusp of international stardom. However, with or without the nude scenes, Clarke also suffered from serious imposter syndrome on the set of Thrones during the show's early seasons. As she told Dax Shepard on his podcast Armchair Expert,
regardless of whether there'd been nudity or not, I would have spent that first season thinking, I'm not worthy of requiring anything. I'm not worthy of needing anything at all.
Beyond that, Daenerys Targaryen's journey left Emilia Clarke understandably shaken as well. The actress spent years playing her character as a virtuous, justice-driven young queen, hell-bent on reclaiming her family's ancestral throne. That's why it shocked Clarke just as much as anyone else when Daenerys torched King's Landing from atop her largest dragon in the final season. The decision led to her murdering countless innocent civilians in her quest to take the Iron Throne. Clarke admitted that upon reading the script and learning of the big Daenerys twist, she had to walk around the streets of London just to process the character's personal arc. That shock was undoubtedly made even worse, considering that after sacking King's Landing, Dany doesn't make it to the Iron Throne. Instead, she's assassinated by her nephew lover, Jon Snow. Clarke will likely always be associated with Daenerys Targaryen, but even Game of Thrones' biggest fans should recognize the sacrifices the actor made for this enormous, unforgettable role. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about your favorite actors are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.